popup.com. The thing is, with Christian re-debuting, if you notice, it was a live show. Unfortunately, I missed it. He had to text me that it happened.
He was at Subway being fat.
I know. How can I be fat at Subway?
Cause you get like fat there. I don't know. Just shut up and.
Anyway, the thing is, you have to watch the shows to know what happens. Like, if you don't follow the shows, you miss moments like Christian's return. And that's why they did it, to surprise people. You have to keep watching for those moments. If they hype it up, it's not as special because you know what's going to happen. We didn't know when Christian was returning. We thought he was coming back at the Rumble. We were wrong. And I called it several shows before. That they were going to wait until the hype died down. And then, boom, surprise, he's on the show.
I still don't like the Matt Hardy storyline, though.
I don't know. If it gets Matt Hardy an actual world title,
it won't.
It should.
It won't.
Because Matt Hardy deserves the world title.
They're going to do MVP versus Matt Hardy, just with Matt Hardy being a heel and MVP being a face.
They just did that on SmackDown.
I don't know.
And MVP's a Money in the Bank. MVP should be world champion too. Hey, Kennedy's not going to be in Money in the Bank. I have to pick somebody.
MVP shouldn't be that person.
Okay.
You pick wrong.
Who you
Kennedy
know?
I like, yeah.
Yeah, I like Kennedy.
But
I like MVP.
MVP's more of a mid-card. Upper chase, yes. Mid-card definite.
They have to build MVP up more from the 20-week losing streak.
But, yeah, a lot more. But Kennedy just... He needs to stop getting hurt, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Same with Umaga.
Yeah, Umaga came back for a month, and now he's hurt again. So, good job.
Either way.
The second question is, do you think WWE will sign Teddy Hart to join up with Tyson Kidd or D.H. Smith and form the new Hart Foundation? No.
No. They already fired him. They already booted him from FCW or OVW or wherever he was at the time.
They tried it.
They already have Natalya and Tyson Kidd in there. D.H. Smith has been MIA for how long?
At least a year.
Yeah, he hasn't even been working dark matches. So, no, I don't see it happening. I'm actually starting to think they're not going to do the Hart Foundation 2.0. They're probably just going to push Natalya and Tyson Kidd into the ground, and then they're going to be mid-card jobbers or something.
Or draft them to Raw and have them be a part of the legacy.
Doubtful.
Well, it only makes sense, because they are second and third generation.
I don't know. I think they should put them on SmackDown and give them the Hart Foundation with D.H. Smith and then bring somebody else in.
Oh yeah, D.H. Smith was drafted to SmackDown in the supplemental.
We'll see what happens with him in the draft coming up. If they don't do anything with him and they draft the other two to SmackDown, we'll see. If they don't draft them, they could still do it. It's just two of them would be on ECW technically and one of them would be on SmackDown.
Actually, technically, Natalya is still on SmackDown apparently.
Oh, so one of them would be on ECW and two of them would be on SmackDown. But that's if they don't fire D.H. Smith by the time the draft comes around.
I love how they brought him up for one match and then...
Maybe they're making him grow his hair out and they're going to put dreadlocks in it and give him the old Davey Boy Smith tights.
Well, they can't because he'd be the Canadian Bulldog. So they'd have to give him, like, the Canadian flag.
Well, either way, maybe that's what they're doing. Nobody's heard anything from him for how long.
Sure.
So, alright. Did we get both questions?
Yeah, we did.
Oh. Hit the camera.
That was a good one.
That's right.
Alright, the top 5. We're going to do the top 5 faces of all time, considering we did heels last show. Do you have some, or should I go first?
You go first, considering you told me 5 minutes before we started filming.
I told you half an hour ago.
5 minutes, half hour, I don't know.
Good time perception. My number 5 is actually strange. I picked Kurt Angle, mainly because of 2003, with how good he was as a face. He may not be like somebody you might think of as a big face, considering he's been heel most of his career, but he was my number 5. Number 4, I had The Rock. I don't really think I have to explain. Number 3, I had my favorite of all time, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has been a babyface for a majority of his career as well. Number 2, I had Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Attitude Era, if you were paying attention. If you weren't, where were you? And number 1, it's weird that I have him as number 1 on my heel and face list, Hulk Hogan. Go ahead.
I hate Hulk Hogan.
I know you do.
Anyway. Watch out for the leg drop of doom.
The big
bag. Anyway. Number 5. I'll probably say Chris Jericho. I like him better as a face. than I did as a heel. Yeah, he's a good heel, but I like him better as a face. DX is a tie in my first one. As DX, I liked him as face. Especially the past time they did DX with the whole I just kickstand and throwing Coachman into a wall and the whole Spirit Squad, Vince McMahon show up the ass thing. Stone Cold, number 3. Obvious reasons Greg mentioned. The Rock, number 2. And number 1, probably, I don't know, best heel or best face. Probably, in my opinion, would be Rey Mysterio.
Really?
The guy's been getting face hype for how many years?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and he's never really been heel except for when he was in the
Filthy Animals.
Yeah, and then he took his mask off. So I hate that whole time when he was heel, but Rey Mysterio's constantly been a face. Now, obviously, honorable mention would have to go to Shawn Michaels. He's my favorite. Like Greg said, he's been a great face, but I would probably put him at number 6 if we did a top 10.
Well, you said DX.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Shawn Michaels is a single.
Oh.
I would probably put him as number 6. But I like DX as a group because obviously they're funny as hell. And everything they did.
And if Triple H gets back to Raw, more DX could happen. Because Shawn Michaels isn't going anywhere.
No.
Shawn Michaels is Raw.
But yeah, I'd have to say Rey Mysterio is number 1. Just, you know. The Filthy Animals thing was stupid. Him taking his mask off was stupid.
WCW 2000 itself was stupid.
Vince Russo is stupid.
You said his name right this show. I applaud you. You get to throw the card. There you go. Well, that's it for us as we watch the card fly.
Yeah, we got a show to go to, so
yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
If you don't like, forget it. You experienced the sensation. We're done. See you.
Peace. Go Steelers.